This question is asking you, this particular equation represents what? Okay. Either it's an ellipse. In the options if you see, either it's supposed to be an ellipse, okay, or it's supposed to be a hyperbola. Only two options are there. Now that is what we have to analyze now. Hyperbola or an ellipse is what we have to analyze. Now if it's supposed to be an ellipse, then if it's an ellipse, then 14 minus a also should be greater than 0 and 9 minus a also should be greater than 0. Correct or not? Because a square b square, sign of separation should be plus only. If it's the case of hyperbola, then 14 minus a should be greater than 0, but 9 minus a should be, what is it? 9 minus a should be less than 0. So I can say that 14 should be greater than a, or I can say a is less than 14, or 9 minus a should be greater than 0, 9 should be greater than a, or a should be less than 9. From these two, I can say that I can come to the conclusion that a has to be less than 9 only, correct, from these two, which is not matching with any of the options. So I can say here for the hyperbola, which means answer cannot become an ellipse, 14 should be greater than a or a should be less than 14, and 9 minus a should be less than 0 means 9 should be less than a, so a should be greater than 9. From these two, if you club together, then a value should lie between what and what? 9 and 14. So answer to the question is a hyperbola with a value lying between 9 and 14 is the answer to the question.